I'm heading to the creepiest library in town to read some ghost stories, and I challenge myself to see if I can make it through the night without getting too spooked. There's something inherently eerie about libraries, don't you think? The musty smell of old books, the whispering patrons, and the feeling that you're being watched by the silence itself. It's no wonder that libraries have been the setting for some of the most spine-tingling ghost stories out there. You've probably heard the rumors, the whispers of mysterious occurrences in libraries across the globe. Doors creaking open by themselves, books falling off shelves, and ghostly apparitions making appearances in the stacks. It's enough to make your skin crawl, isn't it? But what if I told you that these stories are based on real events, witnessed by librarians and patrons alike? From strange noises and unexplained movements to full-blown paranormal activity, the world of haunted libraries is a fascinating and terrifying place. Take, for instance, the Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana, where patrons have reported seeing the ghost of a young woman in a gray dress, often accompanied by the scent of perfume. Or the University of Montana's main hall, where students have captured evidence of ghostly apparitions and disembodied voices on camera. But it's not just about the sightings and the sounds, it's about the atmosphere, the feeling of being in a place where the veil between the worlds is thin. Where the living and the dead coexist, if only for a moment. One of the most famous haunted libraries is the Athenaeum Library in Providence, Rhode Island, where visitors have reported seeing the ghost of a former librarian, who's said to haunt the stacks, searching for a lost book. Then there's the Liverpool Central Library, where staff members have reported experiencing strange occurrences, from lights flickering to doors slamming shut, often accompanied by an eerie feeling of being watched. In the small town of Victoria, Texas, you'll find the McNamara House, allegedly haunted mansion that now serves as a public library. It's said to be haunted by the ghost of a young girl, who's often heard laughing and playing in the halls. Patrons have reported seeing strange shadows and hearing disembodied voices, making this one of the most haunted libraries in the United States. But of all the haunted libraries I've researched, there's one story that stands out above the rest, the tale of the Octagon House Library in Washington, D.C. This 19th-century mansion has a long history of paranormal activity, from apparitions and unexplained noises to possessions and exorcisms. The most shocking part? It's said to be haunted by the spirit of a former owner, who was murdered in cold blood within the very walls of the library. As I sit here, surrounded by dusty tomes and flickering candles, I can't help but feel a shiver run down my spine. The stories I've shared tonight are just a few examples of the creepy tales that haunt the world of libraries. And yet, despite the fear that grips my heart, I'm drawn to these places, these repositories of knowledge and mystery. As we close this chapter on haunted libraries, I'm left wondering, what secrets do these places hold, and what mysteries lie hidden in the shadows? Do you have a ghost story or library tale to share? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new here, consider subscribing for more creepy content. And if you're feeling brave, check out my next video on haunted places that will leave you sleeping with the lights on.